Hello, man. I just started the stream and I was trying to set up the chats, and now I see that it wasn't all useless because I opened Good Game Chat on my phone, YouTube chat in one window, Twitch chat in a different window, and so if I hadn't done that, I would have missed your message. And I thought you might come and say hello. I didn't want to miss that, so welcome. And all this magic, because Restream.io stopped working for Russia. Yeah, because Restream.io is a service that was created by Ukrainians, and and it's located in Ukraine, in Kiev, and in the US. So I have to, yeah, I had to come back to some old solutions. I'm now using Good Game to restream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And I'm not sure how it will go, but I'm hoping that it will all go fine. Well, cannot say that I'm super like in the greatest mood for streaming, but I just cannot wait anymore. I want to play this game, I want to stream. And I actually think that you might like this game because it's very close to Fallout New Vegas, but it's just more colorful like Oblivion. And I don't know if you have seen this. Don't remember whether you saw my previous episodes, so if you could remind me. Yeah, but that was the introduction. Actually, that wasn't an introduction because I haven't started my recording yet. Now I'll press the button for the recording and we'll have an official start. You wanted to play it. Yeah, I actually totally recommend that. And now I'm clicking the start recording. Hello and welcome everyone. Here is Andy, here is our bonfire, and I'm back to business playing the Outer Worlds. I think it's episode 6. I think it should be episode 6, but I might be mistaken because some time has passed. And yeah, I'm just sitting here listening to this wonderful soundtrack, which I quite love, to be honest, and I even listened to that on YouTube some days ago because of the atmosphere it creates and the I don't know, it's just another soundtrack masterpiece that definitely entered my collection. And this whole menu here is so atmospheric. Space, some, how do you call that, sci-fi pop art style, the font, the lettering, and I like this mixture. Well, what can I say? I was actually torn between two options to play Divinity II and the Outer Worlds today, because I do want to play Divinity a lot, and I think I'll be starting somewhere in the nearest future. Yeah. Just enjoying the music, guys. Just enjoying the music. Give me some moments. Yeah, that's the part I'm here for. Yeah, I see what you mean. Actually, yeah. No, actually you're right. Today all positive music looks, because music is singular. So yeah, looks very nice. And look at the beauty of this spaceship. It's just amazing how many details they have here. Hello, Parvati. How is it? Long time no see.
You mind if I ask you a question?
Oh,
Like a personal one?
okay. I didn't expect that. I thought we didn't have any conversations unfinished last time, but yeah, go ahead. What's on the mind?
Is it true what you said? About being on the Hope?
Ah, yeah. So, if I said it was, would you believe me?
I don't rightly know. I haven't figured if you're the sort who'd make up stories. Not yet, anyhow.
Right.
Well, welcome to Halcyon. I'm Parvati Holcomb. Parvati Holcomb, which you already knew. Okay, I'm back.
She's so sweet. Well, I'm Emerald Hope. To be honest, I don't know what I'm doing either. Doing just fine. It's nice to meet somebody friendly so soon. Forget about it. Yeah, actually, the second option. You're doing just fine, Parvati. It's nice. It's nice to meet somebody friendly so soon, and I mean it because this game was mostly trying to kill us, to kill us or to take advantage of us, to send us after some quests, some loot, some tasks, and only Parvati was a nice person to talk to without clear personal advantage from our common adventures. Well, with the exception of adventures, but it's gonna be not like it's not correct to call adventures advantageous. They are probably, well, if you're a philosopher, if you like challenges, if you think that you become better through struggle, then of course they're advantageous, but that's a rare mindset. So, the second option.
It's hard, huh? Not knowing anybody, not being sure what's expected, or
Yeah.
people judging you.
Yeah.
But you got me now. I'm sure I can help you out. We can do this. Yay us.
Oh, she's nice. Yes. Thank you, Parvati. You're really a charm. Thank you. So, imagine the voice actor who did that. I just need to check if there are any glitches. No, it seems no, right? Like everything is smooth. Cool. Back to the chats. Okay. So what I was planning to do here is actually everything because I only arrived at this station. Oh, it's not that big actually. So I only arrived at this station and I'm not sure what it has for me, what I'm supposed to be doing. Who be you?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
So this one is a constable of sorts, so she gives us some quests to do some bounty hunting, to kill some people and get rewards for that. So what's like working security detail on a space station?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend?
You do.
While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious.
Oh, really?
I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
That was a long sentence. I'm just trying to make a conversation.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved.
There's a glass between us, you see. What's a Mardred, by the way?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Uh-huh. And why Mardred and not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
So it's a local neologism. Mardet. Mardet because Marine. I don't really see how they created Mardet from Marine Expeditionary Unit, like Mar, and then D is in Expeditionary, but no word starts with D. So pretty much illogical, but on the other hand, nicknames might be illogical. That's true. There is a question. Do you have a modern bias? When I watch films or play games, I'm thinking, why don't they Where am I? Real? Whoa. Man, that's something to think about, but you know, I guess the reason is that you work in the office, and so you kind of spend more time than I do outside. So you go to the office, you spend a lot of time in the street, and well, I do go to the shop, yes, and I do go to the street. Surprise, surprise, but I'm not that used to wearing a mask. Not that I'm supposed to do that at home, right? So I think no, but you really, well, impressed me with this question. It's, yeah, I can actually think about it and maybe ask her exactly why she's, you know, if I play a game which is released after 2020, I think I should be asking the characters there, why don't they put on a mask? Yeah, that would be a nice question to ask. Anyway, I'm interested in that McRad bounty. Where can I find him?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Why don't you send Mordet to apprehend him?
Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks.
That's really quick. I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Skip speed. That's hard to say, actually. Skip speed to you. Skip speed. That's like, you have to train that. Like, if you say that in every conversation, skip speed to you. It's not natural. It doesn't come out of your mouth naturally. Skip speed to you. What bounties do you have available?
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
Couldn't help but notice the bounty posting on Phineas Wells.
The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like to hear it.
Is this Wells fellow a famous criminal or something?
To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
Nice politics they have here. Okay. And you be?
Hey.
Just a Mordet. So Mordets are local police officers. Freighter crew we have. I can steal something, but as you remember, I hope you remember, haven't stolen a thing in this game yet. Neither am I planning to. Okay, that's the big hole. And who is that? What is that? Oh. What's this?
Okay, gone quiet.
I cannot climb there. Strange. Then, that was the workbench on the map. Okay. Now, Mordet. And that's the constable. By the way, restricted access. So if I enter, unauthorized personnel in restricted areas will be shot on sight without question. You can either fight, sneak, or use the holographic shroud to get through restricted areas. Post-mortem fines will be paid by the closest living relative. That's really, really nice of them. And I keep forgetting, just a second. Yeah, Shroud. Shroud it is. Shroud is this artifact that our mad scientist gave us. So So can we?
Here they come!
Ah, okay. Come on, peace. Well, I know what will happen if I continue like that. Actually, I forgot how to heal in this game. I think it's R or T or F. How to heal, by the way? Nope, not this one. E, F. Yeah, it's F. Okay. Now remember. So what I want to say is, if I engage in the fight with them, I'll kill them all because we already tested that previously. On this difficulty, I have enough firepower to eliminate the whole station. Well, a whole town. We tested that in a town, but I'm sure I can do that here as well. Second thing I want to comment on is why they weren't paying attention to me being an intruder for 10 seconds. That's really strange. But, well, I guess that's their customs. Like, you're given 10 seconds to leave the place, and if you...
This is Halcyon News.
Ah,
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Hey man, are you okay?
Remember Auntie
Oh, I can steal something.
when you were sick,
I don't want to steal anything.
when you were
Also, yeah, that's kind of cringe. I think I have enough resources.
that's who.
Shut up already. How do I get back to the... No, not this place. Ah, okay. I think I got it. Hey, sir.
Hey there.
Hey. Okay.
Be seeing you.
Thank you. Be seeing you too. Can I use your terminal? Will you mind that? Actually, no. Strange. Records menu. Arrivals. That's really, as I said, really interesting traditions here among the local police, because you just have 10 seconds before you are shot to death when you enter some restricted areas, and then you can use their computers and they don't mind that. Right, so Docking Bay Arrivals Terminal. Cleo Freighter, hauling Tabacorn, dues paid. Rizzo Freighter, hauling Purpleberry Everything, dues paid. Freelancer, possibly Sublight, dues paid. Freelancer, definitely Sublight, dues waived. Unreliable, business unknown, impounded, Hawthorne's ship, but no Hawthorne. Wonder what happened there. Departures, Freelancer, Sublight. Freelancer, none. Deadbeat at the Rest and Go insisted once again that he's part of the crew, but they acted like they didn't know him. Spacer's Choice Freighter, delivering Callahan's new mask. Okay. And some messages. To dissatisfied user 70 from GB Security. Subject, Ray these conditions. This is a joke, right? I'm forwarding this around the station and no one thinks you're real. And if you are, welcome to Groundbreaker, asshole. What? Aren't fit for cyst pigs. You honestly expect me to share berth with some junker flown by a freelancer? I'm a company man, and I demand company accommodations. Auntie Cleo would give you such a withering glare if she saw how you treated her two-time employee of the month. Yes, that is me. You signed a social contract when you gave me clearance to land. I ask for what is mine by right, room to breathe, a heated berth so I can walk around barefoot, and service with a smile. You've given me 1 out of 3. I'll give you until I hit send to rectify this error. I'll give you until I hit send to rectify this error. What? Okay. And then Don't bother, you're on the way. Hey, I landed like 15 minutes ago, and this crazy guy with no shoes on has been throwing shit at my rig. Like actual shit. Can I open fire or what? Huh. So, what's happening here? There is some psycho who landed 15 minutes ago at the moment of this communication and began to literally throw actual shit at somebody or at somebody's rig. And that guy wanted to open fire, to what somebody else answered, don't bother, we're on our way. And then that psycho, I guess, sent this email, and then there was this answer. Well, I wonder if we're going to meet this person. There was a message. I see. I'll respond later. This game really looks like mix of Fallout and Deus Ex. Yeah, that was what I was pointing out. Deus Ex, Oblivion, Fallout, Gothic. So a blend of my favorite games, and I'm really enjoying stuff here because it's really well mixed. I mean, so far it has been nice. It's not as brownish as Fallout because I know Fallout is loved by many people, but I cannot really appreciate the dim colors of that game, and I actually enjoyed how bright is the outer worlds.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not.
So this person is guarding my ship. Can you help me get this cleared up?
I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade.
You ordered it. You mean you put it on your wish list, or you bought a DVD? Because modern times require modern solutions. Don't you touch my ship.
Gosh, I wouldn't dream of it. Not unless I got to, and I don't see any reason why I'd gotta. Do you?
She's a good ship, ma'am. Mostly doesn't act up at all.
Happy to hear it.
Does it seem hot in here to you?
I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks. I hope Miss Chief Tennyson gets that fixed soon.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad here as Edgewater's graveyard in high summer, so guess I can't complain.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sisty roast in all this armor.
I'm off.
Have yourself a pleasant day.
Thank you. You too. But that means that I'm locked here. I cannot go back to my ship. I cannot even commit a suicide. Which again is strange because it used to be possible back in town on the planet. I jumped into the volcano twice, and that was possible. Here look. Suicide prevention. I don't know. Maybe they have some gravity wall. Like they have some gravity anomaly. When you cross this fence, there is some gravity anomaly, and you literally cannot get into there because you get stuck back to the platform. And so that's a very interesting mechanism. That's actually much better than the Chinese system with their safety nets that they put on the buildings. They should just change the gravity levels in their buildings immediately outside their buildings. So it's like, look, I literally cannot do anything to myself. Like, what do I do without my ship? It's awful. I hate it. As I think some philosopher said, a person has a right to his life or her life, and simultaneously any person has a right to his or her death.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
You, young criminal, don't talk to me, okay? I'm watching you. He was really some hooligan. We learned that last stream. So here I can find some loot. I'm sorry for being so slow. I just, well, you know, my manner, my like typical behavior to explore slowly and understand where I am, get my bearings.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Of course, no problem. Can I talk to somebody else, not NPCs?
Head to Varus for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes.
Yeah. True. That's strange. And you? Another Mardet. Another Steve door. This one. Restricted access. What's there? Sir, I think you won't like if I try to open this door. So I'll climb instead. And here I can find Parvati. Are you climbing? Parvati? Why so slow? Oh, that's a bottle of vodka, I understand. Okay, can I climb up? I think there is a dirty secret here. No. Actually not. That's nice. Yeah. Was she trained by ninja? I don't know. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, okay. Can I jump over there? Up. Oh, wow. Now that's really Deus Ex. Look at that. Really proper pathfinding for NPCs, for your companions. Super cool, because in Gothic, for example, your companion would just be lying dead there. What? Yes, actually. You're right. The secret was about vodka. So why am I here? What am I supposed to do in this place? Am I supposed to be here at all? I guess that's like some... Ooh! If I open this one, it's not stealing. What? What? That's ridiculous. Right control, armor gold. Money, corporate service award, and plasma carbine. Okay, let's have a look. How many hit points? This plasma carbine is pretty much standard. Well, the level is 13, which is... yeah, it's different from what I possess. And at the same time, I've invested so much money into my weapons here that I don't want to just easily let them go. Oh, by the way, I haven't tested this shrink ray, which I must have a look at how it works. Then, oh, what else? What else? I think I found some armor, right? Right control, armor gold, and hibernation helmet. Level 6, level 13, 6, 13. Condition 10,000 and mine 10,000. Parvati, tell me please, what do you have on yourself? Mechanics overalls 10,000 HP, but if I compare her armor to the new one, actually the new one is better. Will give her more protection, so I'm changing. Yeah, Parvati, congratulations, you have yourself a new costume. Yeah, happy 8th of March. And yeah, but the helmet, she has a good helmet. Now, where is my device to melt with the surroundings? Yeah, this one. How do I use it? I need to find some special chip or like data storage to put it into this holographic shroud, and after that I can use it, but just like that I cannot. Still, I need to test this gun. What else? What else? What else? Oh, another lootable I missed. Some ammunition, bypass shuns, and another one. Another one, another one. That was, by the way, a modification. Don't fall, please don't you fall. Jump here. Ooh, okay. I'm really impressed with how they executed this pathfinding, because I don't know, I'll never get tired of that, because for companions to be so clever to abuse jumping from boxes, that's like wow. What was that? Inventory, modifications, yeah. Geographic scanner, armor mod utility, increases the range at which interactable objects are highlighted. So how do I cannot modify on the go, right? And the modification is for my armor. How do I need a workbench. Okay, I just shouldn't forget about that. Now, jump there. Oh, perfect. Can you do that? Can you do the same? Whoa. Super impressive. And I found some big shit secret, right? This one isn't openable, but I'm sure this one is something special. Vented Mark III helmet. Adrenal, bypass shunt, armor parts, cartridge, protective clothing with safety harness. What? A body? A dead body? Ooh. That's some secret. Something happened here. But we'll never learn what. And I cannot go past this place. But I'm quite proud of myself that I've located a hidden stash, and that's super nice. Let me read the description. So, Vented Mark III helmet, Iconoclast helmet. This old model Hephaestus helmet was intended for mining and work in high particulate areas. Now it's just headgear for apolitical non-conformists. Yeah, I like it. I like the description. So, what's my 18? Actually, that's for me. Can I call myself an apolitical non-conformist? Am I apolitical? Well, yes and no. Like, I like talking about politics, I think, but at the same time, I love sitting on the fence, so maybe I am apolitical. Am I a non-conformist? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I am. So that's for me. And that means that this overhauled power helmet we can give to Parvati. Oh, and this one has inspiration bonus +3. Look at that. Ooh, look how I look. That's some scary shit. But, well, really impressive. Yeah, that's my face. Well, I think my face is as scary as this helmet. Actually, my face is scarier, I think. It's so easy, easy, you maniac. Stop aiming at people. So, alright, I have another present for you. I have a present for you. This wonderful... Yeah, this one, what? This one has lockpicking bonus. Does it give me bonus? Let me check. Skills, lockpick 40, 51. And if I change helmets, 40, 50. So I understand they don't take exactly the number from Parvati's skills. They apply some modifier, like maybe they divide by not 10, by 5. Yeah, I think they divide by 5, and these 10 points, extra points go to my skills. Well, let's check. Persuade is 32. If we divide it by 5, it's 6, and that means I have to have plus 6 bonus from Parvati, but that's 8. No, some different logic. A mathematical task, but well, maybe by 4. If I divide by 4, wait a second. Ooh, that's interesting. She has engineering, which is 51. Divide by 4. That will be, well, 12. So engineering has to have extra 12 points. So it's 4. The question is, why do I get only 10 points for lockpicking from Parvati if it has to be 11? No, not 11. It has to be... yeah, 11. Very strange. I'll read about that on Google, because it's just some absolutely inexplicable mystery. Yeah, but anyway, I've refreshed the armor, and now we can go somewhere interesting. What if I jump from here? Will I die? No, I won't. Parvati? Whoa. Spacer's Choice found a flaw in you. Acrophobia. After repeatedly falling from great heights, you no longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. Effects: phobic, dexterity -1, perception -1, temperament -1. Reward 1 perk point. I don't want to have acrophobia. That's a very inconvenient phobia. Oh, actually, I can climb here as well. And maybe that was supposed to... no, that wasn't supposed to. I cannot climb there. Workbench. Can I modify my armor with geographic scanner? Yes. And now, intractable highlight, range plus 5 meters. So now I should see more stuff from bigger distance. Ooh, modded Id Cartridge. You have found an Id cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. Right. I can now go to, for example, where do we have those psychos who tried to shoot me? Here they are. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud has activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. So, Okay, I see, I see. That's very interesting. I can basically steal a lot of stuff here. Some door.
Nicely done.
Uh-huh. Alrighty, let's leave the place. It's not for us to be there. Now I'm gonna save my game. Go back. And nothing happens. So I wasn't really spotted, right? Let's hack this one as well.
Gosh, that's clever.
Nice. I got experience, but I don't want to steal anything from there, of course. What else can I do? There are cells. What's here?
Oh, you got that?
And there is some computer which I'd like to use. If I use a computer, does it take my energy? Does it take my energy? No, it doesn't. Okay, confiscated goods. Detained a freelancer who was cagey about his business. Confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol, jock, hatchet, metal hoop, IG, prayer beads, OSI. OSI, that's one of the factions in this world. A locked container, owner refused inspection. He fled before we could get down to it. Left the things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never. In the back of the security station. I think we saw that. Security logs. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds. Generous one too. Negotiate for the usual finder's fee and then give Lila her salvage. Brawl at the Lost Hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more beats than brains. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Udom Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that board snake. A guy from the back base roughed up the Moon Kid. Raven Matt warned me that the moon was gonna bring about the end times. He was flying high in whatever McRad grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that McRad was spotted at the Rest and Go. Not that anyone will corroborate it. Reminder to keep an eye on Gladys. A lot of information, a lot of names. Some of them I recognize, like Udom Bedford, that chairman or some manager from the board who we have to talk to about our ship. Hawthorne, that was the dead captain of our ship. Freelancers, another faction, I understand. And this back base, Moon Kid, McRad, Rest and Go, probably a shop or a tavern. And who is Gladys? I have no idea. I probably should run away because I don't want my battery to go low. Parvati, it's a good idea if you... Yeah, thank you. Now let's go back again. So convenient. I like it. Recharges instantly. Can I open it? No, I cannot. Have I failed to spot anything important here? I don't think so. Alright. The back room. The back room. Impact hammer, bolted pistol. So they were talking about this hoop. Slims. OSI brain bids. That was about reputation. OSI. No, it's not a faction. But I am sure I've met OSI before. Where? Okay. Right. The police station we have dealt with. That's good. Mardet Id Cartridge. Why would I need it? What for? I already have one, so... Hey, are you okay?
It's always fucking freezing in the bays.
Well, are you sure you're freezing? I think you're tweaking. But, as you say... And that's strange, so she is freezing, but the lady who is guarding our ship is sweating. Now, who do I trust? Is it hot here or cold? Customs. I didn't see that sign before. Steve door. Posters, another Marta. Okay, I think I've talked to everyone here, with the exception of this guy.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before.
Yes?
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Give me back my ship. And I'm getting my bearings. What do you do here?
This is the security desk, sir.
Mm-hmm.
If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sanita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
And why can't you take incident reports?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Due to, I don't know, tourists or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sanita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
So it's heat. But the Steve door was freezing. We're friends, right, Lee? Do me a favor and I'll owe you one.
All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Ah, so he now let us... Ooh. Ooh. Okay, but I don't need that anymore. Let's keep going.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Yeah, I could use some work. Any pointers?
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck. Anything else I can help you with, mister?
You can call me Hope. Emerald Hope. Who's Chief Tennyson?
Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing.
What's she like? Is she a good boss?
Good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles Groundbreaker's facing. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose. But she tries her best to do right by folks, and that's what matters.
Leading a ship the size of Groundbreaker must be a challenge. And why do you want to know that, Parvati?
No reason. Don't you trouble yourself over it, Captain.
That was very convincing, miss. I think your captain almost bought it.
Yeah. So, isn't that... Could it be her mother? I need to check diaries. Okay, leading a ship the size of Groundbreaker must be a challenge.
Sure is, but she makes it look easy. She's real competent, our chief, even if she ain't real friendly.
What can you tell me about Sublight Salvage?
They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning.
I'll need you to explain that.
Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one. If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed.
Okay, let me go through that again. Sublight salvage. They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. Scuttlebutt. Who is Scuttlebutt? Scuttlebutt. Is it the person standing right to the left? Maybe. So they're criminals, but they have an office on your promenade deck.
If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead, Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom.
They're working against the Halcyon board.
Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still business.
That doesn't sound right to me, Captain.
People do what they gotta to get by.
Bullshit. That's enough.
Oh, sure, sorry. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much and Commandant Sonia's gotta reprimand me again and... Oops, doing it again. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this.
Mind if I ask you some questions?
That's what I'm here for, sir.
I bet you've got seized contraband from all over the system locked up back there.
Sure, and stuff from outside the system too, off the interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardettes on duty here.
Mardette, I see. I stressed the wrong syllable. What if some of that contraband's mine and I'm here to claim it?
That'd be awful weird. On account of you should be locked up back here too then.
Okay, back to my other questions.
Alright.
A lot of riders come through the station. Must keep you busy.
Less than there used to be. Fewer freighters passing through these days. I spend some shifts just listening to the wireless.
And why aren't as many freighters coming through?
Search me? I mean, don't search me, because that's my job. Get it? I reckon you'd have to ask the folks in Byzantium.
Okay, see you around. That was pretty much, well, useful. Useful, I guess, yeah. Now, no, that's not the place I wanted to be in. I want to go to the beautiful place. Here.
A hard cider for a hard life.
An ad drawn. Whoa.
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycled spacer farts.
Ah, come on. That's gross.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
I wonder if I can destroy the robot. Another Mardet?
Huh?
Another Mardet. Mardet? They are Mardets. Oh. Interstellar Cruise, Steve Door. Parvati, let's go and explore. That.
What about the rail gliding championships?
I didn't think anyone but natives followed that. Hell, I know space hands who don't even think it a sport.
So, that's a no?
More like don't know. Storm season ran long. When I left, the Mortosis clouds were still stirred up. All Atmo flights grounded.
What is this quest? Weapons from the void. Really? What am I doing? Acquire finesse science weapon. Powerful weapon. Another. Okay, let's do that, I guess.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Oh, that's a hotel.
Your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
That's a very, very slow delivery. Can I turn it off, please? I cannot. Spacer? Gladys. Who is Gladys? $50, $40. What? I don't have any opening devices? Really? That can't be. Really? Really? Whoa. I used them all. Okay, can I buy them? Have I got enough skills for that? That is, I think, hacking. Unlock access to restricted items and vending machines. Yes, I can buy them, but not here. I'll have to go to the vending machine. Somewhere, for example. Yeah, we have 3. Oh, look, pink armor. I love that. But that's heavy. Heavy, low level, not really interested, to be honest. Medium, defense skills, really? To defend against who? Oh, yes, this one. I need this one. All of them. Only 3. Only freaking 3 mag picks. So if I start opening in front of you, you won't like that, right?
What was that? What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. Nothing at all.
You're free to go.
Okay, that escalated quickly. Alright. Why am I standing here? What am I doing here? Why do I need to talk to Gladys? Another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking at Gladys' shop for old records. Apparently the smuggler acquired several leads that way. Okay, I have to talk to Gladys. This lady here. Can I talk to her spacers?
I don't have time for this.
Sure.
Mess with Gladys, you mess with us.
Okay, got you. Oh, look. A Sprat on a space station. Has something what? Stuck in its craw? Okay. Can I inspect people here? Spacer, level 8. Faction, Groundbreaker. Health 165. Analysis, a close range attacker that rushes in and slashes with their blade. Drinks, Spectrum, Vodka Red. Okay. Gladys prefers smoking tile over Wandsworth. And another spacer who is a ranged attacker that wears medium armor and attacks with rifles. Strives to be the ideal corporate employee. Parvati, connoisseur of Halcyon's trashes cereals. Well, I think I've read about her. This guy here has a terrible taste in fashion. Well, they literally have descriptions for everyone. What's that? Wow. What treasure. Just for me. Nobody needs that, really. Oh, that's Wally. That cartoon. It was... What's that? Flies? Really? Ah, gross. Really? On a space station. What's wrong with them here? How can such anti-sanitation happen on a spaceship? That's ridiculous. Oh, easy, easy. No need for violence. Oh, okay. That's interesting. And what's this place? Some money. What? Oh no, that's beer. Another beer. And some book. Squatter's Journal. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and badless. Far as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker's trash. That's how I live. And if no one agrees to take me on its crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. That's sad. So, will we find his corpse? Or not? My guess is that, well, somebody will be here. That looks dangerous. Empty. What is this place? What? Why? Who? What?
Great work.
What is happening? Where am I? What am I doing here? That's some medical facility. Okay, that's a hospital. A local hospital. A lot of people.
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Something interesting, but I'll come back later. Let me first... Ooh, so much. So much to explore. What is that? What the hell? Really?
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
You work for Spacer's Choice. Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Well, it's not so bad, I guess. They're struggling, but they've got good hearts. I cannot say anything else while Pravati is standing next to me, to be honest.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a Spacer's Choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
Oh, that's a clever thing to say. And yeah, I agree with you, Vova. A new character in Nightmares, totally. I wonder if he is feeling comfortable in such a... in such an outfit, because if it is hot in the station, then Yeah, let's ask him. I've got to ask about your hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
Well, you heard him. You have to send the complaint to Consumer Care Hardware Division. You doing all right in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you see in there?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
Totally brainwashed. How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Spread Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Do you have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig, a 2-hour energy break.
It's impossible.
The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
It's impossible to talk to him, to talk through this advertisement wave. Does Spacer Choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Okay, do you need me to help get you out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
I'm addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Sorry if I pushed you too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods?
Aww.
Spacer's Choice. We cut corners so you don't have to.
What do you sell here?
Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too.
Well, must be shoddy quality if it needs replacing.
Just the opposite. Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop buying new stuff. Oh, sorry. Got the line wrong. You want me to do it again?
Sure, if you wouldn't mind.
Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop improving their lives with our fine products.
Much better.
You could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear, or you could buy from us at a much more reasonable rate.
But it sounds like Aramid gear won't break the first time you use it.
become a frequent buyer. Join our Friendship Rewards program. Program currently unapproved in Alpha. Rewards and friendship pending.
Okay, that was really capitalistic hell. Let's trade.
Have a look.
Yes. Do you have... that's what I'm looking for. Mac picks. Wow, my Moonman helmet. He has Moonman helmets. Lie +5. You asked for it. You got it. A genuine Spacer's Choice Moonman helmet, based on the most popular mascot in Spacer's Choice marketing history. Enjoy. 10,000. 10,000 hit points, by the way. I am totally buying that. It's quite pricey, but I'm totally taking that. And for Parvati. And for Parvati as well. Now, yes, of course. Already, man. Already. What about mods? Modifications. Body armor and helmet armor, written against and rate damage. Technical time dilation. No, I think I'm fine. Anything else seems unnecessary. Okay, what can I sell? I think I collected some garbage. I want to sell some useless food and some saber. Spade. I don't think I need this spade. Pills. That also. Nation helmet. Hunting rifle. Plasma carbine. Mechanics overalls. Old Pravati's costume. Protective clothing with safety harness. No need for that anymore. And patched low pressure helmet as well. And some beer also sold. Okay, now let's dress ourselves properly. Inventory. Oh, that's awful. Okay, Parvati, I have a present for you. Another present for the 8th of March. Here you go. That's just illegal. I don't know. Hey, people. What do you think? Parvati?
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to. Just seems to
What?
happen around you. Is all.
Sorry? What?
Yeah.
Why? What trouble? Hey, Martin.
Have you tried our dehydrated water tablets? Just add air.
Look at my face.
Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice.
I love the writing in the game. They predicted that I would do this. Hey Martin, we're wearing the same hat.
I got you too? Say that. How right you are. Looks really good on you. What a snug fit on your giant head. Hope you're very happy in there.
I am.
You think he means it?
As a consumer-facing representative of Spacer's Choice, I'm obligated to project honest testimony, including what I just said. Wear it with pride, with hope. No one can take that away from you.
Pride and hope. Yeah. Cool. Now we are really fashionable people here. Time to come back to the quests. Gladys, who are you?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
If I heard that from this lady, I would pull out my gun immediately. Like, she looks super dangerous, especially with her mercenaries around. And And at the same time, I'm sure she has to be really frightened because I'm wearing Space's Choice hat. And my companion is as well. Phineas sent me. He said you should sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
10,000 bits. Well, I actually have enough money to buy that. Okay, I don't want to lose important options in the dialogue. Well, first of all, no one's ever found my bits lacking.
You've certainly been blessed with an abundance of sass, haven't you?
Yeah.
But it's your interstellar currency I'm interested in, not your nethers.
Oh, well, that is another gross joke. Any chance of a discount since Phineas sent me?
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Okay. Okay, that's... I got the point, yes. I told you, she's a dangerous old lady. Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Details, please. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Yeah, I overheard conversation about that. So maybe it's an automated message?
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
If it's a corporate town with something to hide, why this SOS?
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
I'm pleased to meet a fellow negotiator and diplomat. So, you need someone to snoop around for you?
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
I'll stop by if I find anything.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Don't you think I trust you? And what other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Talking about the opportunity you mentioned.
Yeah.
What did you want to do again?
Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from. and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys.
Got it.
Shouldn't be too tough for a fella like you, I'd think.
Oh, of course. Something else to ask?
What do you want then? My hard-earned wisdom?
Yeah. You mentioned groundbreakers outside of the board's control.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss June Lay.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, sir. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
Okay.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
What's the story about the heat?
Groundbreaker's radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junley's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get in her way.
I repeat myself, but how do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one, but...
That's a repetition. Okay, what do you do here?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
Well, no, not really. Why did the board recall Stellar Bay napkins?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see.
I see.
I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
And what makes you think that, apart from common sense?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Are there still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Okay, thanks for your time. Well, why am I leaving the conversation if I...
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. Yeah, what was that candy? Purple berry bunch. A reason. A soft sour candy shell around the sweet purple berry flavored center. Carbohydrates plus 200% natural health regeneration. Well, can I eat it? Thanks. Thanks, ma'am.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
No, I'm not. I'm here to trade.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I tossed together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Throw pillows. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. And all are locked. Why? Because I don't have some skills necessary for that, or because she doesn't trust me with that. Anyway, I want to buy what? Salvager's helper? 660 damage per second. Acid, the gift that keeps on giving. That's a clever description. Battered Mordat datapad. An old datapad once used by the Groundbreakers Mordat security forces. From the accumulated dust and grime, this hasn't been accessed for over a decade. Down the lock, smugglers will often purchase old datapads in the hope of finding clues to a forgotten cache of goods they can sell. I want to buy it, I think. I don't know why, but I have to have it. The old datapad contains incident reports from various Mardad security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. August the 7th, 2344. Responded to code ID 10T at the Lost Hope. Vera asked us to bounce some back bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum rat. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the Runglitch back down to the base. Asshole fought us the entire way. Tell us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Sanita. October 25, 2344. Had another run-in with the Runglitch from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of the back base without us noticing. Locked himself into the repair bay of docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we're trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Hull has gotta come out eventually. Isn't that connected to the quest about the weapons? Hephaestus Mining, Archive Cartridge Hephaestus. This data cartridge contains the public records of Hephaestus Mining's outpost on Scylla. It can be viewed using the captain's terminal on the Unreliable. Like accounting figures, most companies keep 2 sets of data records, public and private. Wildcat miners often purchase the public records of failed mining outposts, hoping to uncover details on remaining ore veins that are too small for a corporation to consider profitable. Of course, I'm getting this one. And that has to be another quest to not forget. Let's buy MacPix. And I believe that's all. Yeah. Weapons from the Void. Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker. Review the... What was that? Review the Hephaestus Mining Archive on Hawthorne's terminal. Okay, so the 2 things we just bought are connected to the quest, after all. Passage to anywhere. I need to purchase an F key to Stellar Bay from Gladys, or I can do a quest for her. But to do this quest, I need my ship. To have my ship, I need to talk to this Udom Bedford. Also, there is Lilia Hagen. Who can potentially give us some quests. Drinking Sapphire Wine. Okay. That's the engineer, Groundbreaker's engineer, Junlei. And the cleaning machine. Find an acid stupor? What? I need to repair the robot on my spaceship. So where do I find it? On Roseway. I am traveling to Roseway to complete the main quest, right? So probably I'll find it there. Hopefully. Solution vital. Dr. Dorset in sickbay with the status of her shipment. Okay. Who goes there, kills some Captain McCrad, and where does that happen? I don't see why I should kill the person. While near hostiles? Hostiles? What? What hostiles? Where are they? Tell me where are hostiles. No, seriously. What? Hostile creatures here? Don't really understand. Somebody threw that. I see. Now, hostiles. How do I get to those hostiles, I wonder? It's creatures. I'm just missing some good shooting. That's not how I get there. Here. They are behind this door. No, that makes sense. That makes no sense. How do I get there? A barred door. So probably the perpetrators are behind this door. And there has to be an alternative path. And an alternative path will be found in the Deus Ex fashion, I understand. Maybe no. But I guess it has to be like that. So any... No. Cannot find anything. Is there some hidden... Okay. How do I climb? I see. Very clever. Okay. Very, very clever. Parvati, follow me.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. Poor old sweetie.
Who is poor old sweetie? What do you mean? And where are you, first of all? Parvati.
Incoming!
What? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's the last of them.
Nice. That's... oh my god. Parvati, you look horrible. As I do. Now, let's open this door that was barred. Now, it's proper pathway. Okay, let's loot around. Some bombs or what? What they're making here? That body. Yeah, another thing they have from Fallout is this kill animation. Like if you shoot from the distance, which I have no particular connection to myself. I mean, I'm not really impressed by that, but why not for a change? Tremor cleaver. Okay. Some loot collected. Parvati, I cannot. No, sorry. Wait a second. Is it a Mogus? I see a Mogus everywhere. It's horrible. Parvati, could you please wear something else? I just cannot. It's just too much for me. The robot. Shiny servo. And armor parts. And there was another body. No, I think I've looted everything. What am I doing here? Unlock with repair hangar keycard. What's this place? I wonder. Is it the quest that I'm is it this one? No, it's not. It's something different. Okay, what am I doing here? What's this place? Oh, I cannot jump over this platform. Too bad, too bad. Well, I guess I just completed some side quest which I yet haven't received, and it's fine by me. What else? What else? Some pocket watch, minor stuff to collect. Okay, I think we have to go back to that room with computers. Prismatic hammer. Hammersmith. Science weapon. That's the quest with the science weapons. Okay. Alright. Let's read the description, I guess. Prismatic hammer. Hammersmith. Level 7. Special effect, knockdown. Hammersmith was working on a hammer weapon, the pulse hammer, when its rival company, Aramid Ballistics, stole the plans, rushed its development, and beat them to market, all the while ridiculing Hammersmith with a marketing campaign about them having no hammers in their weapon line. Hammersmith executives demanded the ultimate hammer to be produced, but this prototype was so expensive that it never entered production. Let's inspect it. So what's special about it? A large two-handed hammer with an oversized head, able to cycle through damage types depending on the wielder's skill and science. Power attacks with this weapon release a blast of energy, hitting targets at a distance. Sweep attacks with this weapon deal multiple damage types at once. So it's a hybrid weapon. Really? Depends on your science skill. But what was that description? Power attacks with this weapon release a blast of energy. So do I lack some science skill? Tinkering cost, corrosion damage and ray damage. Tinkering cost for science weapon is capped. Further reduce tinkering cost to minus 90%. Actually science is nice. Maybe I should invest something there. Maybe it's melee. I see. It's just because I suck at melee. Power and sweep attacks are given at the novice level. Competent unlock TD location hit effects. Well, Probably it's a great hammer, it's just that I don't know how to wield it properly, which is too bad. But I have other weapons to enjoy, and I again forgot to test my gun that makes things small. Let's read what this terminal has. Displaying log entries. Last log entry date, error, aberrant interference. Okay, discovery. While rummaging through the back base, I discovered a very old hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. Bit of elbow grease and determination pried it open, but I couldn't make heads or tails of my discovery, a prototype hammer. Didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I've brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when my eyes are closed. Entry number 2. I've spent time on the hammer. Its internal workings are state of the art. Thermal, electrical and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There is a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I have yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I have lost several teeth. Whoa. Whoa. Troubles. Entry number 3. Have had the most sublime prismatic dreams since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blondiet's elusive N-rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4. Shock, plasma, corrosion, and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental modes. I must take greater care with future experiments. Lock number 4. Annihilation. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognize its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony, and that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. That's a philosophical find, I should say. I'll have to come back to that sometime later. Oh, by the way, do I have logs of my... No, I don't. I'll have to come back to read this again. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay. What is gonna happen next? I think I'm running back to the station.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Halcyon News. Chairman salutes Earth Minister Clark. Chairman Rockwell took time out from his busy schedule today to talk to us about Minister Clark and his impact on the colony. Working with Mr. Clark has been truly wonderful these past 8 years, he said. His predecessor did a fine job, but Clark's brilliance cannot be overstated. The early retirement program is just the latest in a long line of initiatives he has spearheaded that will ensure Halcyon continues to be the envy of all the outer colonies. We couldn't agree more, Mr. Chairman. So that's a local newspaper. And this one is Halcyon News. Media circus surrounds circus time clowns. The politics of Tossball have grown increasingly turbulent of late, with the circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team. Asked to comment on the upheaval, the Owners' League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in the organizational rearrangement. When questioned about the values of this overhaul team, a representative from the clown stated that the goals remain the same as ever. Toss, ball, win, repeat. Anything else I failed to notice previously?
Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
Rest and go key card. I don't know why I need it. Probably I will need it later, but let's not jump to hasty actions yet. There is a container I can possibly loot. Maybe it's not gonna be a theft. No, it will. I don't want to steal. That's why let's leave it be. What else? I want to brag to the constabulary that I have.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Whoa. Let's talk about something else. Please keep your sadistic predispositions to yourself.
Have at it then.
Actually, nothing. Sorry for bothering you.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Any news? No, seems not. Actually, I feel guilty that I am so how to put it, that I'm so vulnerable to psychic damage, and I want to, that is to be said, I want to give this helmet back to Parvati and contemplate and withstand all the horror that it spreads around it. Whoa! Lights! A tavern! A bar. A bar. Okay. Okay, that's a bar. Kirill, hello! What are you playing here? I'm playing the Outer Worlds, that is. And pleased to meet you. Welcome. It's, I think, it's the 6th stream of this game, and yeah. Steal poster. I want a poster, but I have a rule not to steal, right? Well, maybe I can kill everyone here and then steal, but still not the best idea. Can I turn on the TV? In Deus Ex I could turn off the TV, sorry. Here it's impossible. In Fallout New Vegas I could drink from the toilet. A lot of limitations in this game. Oh, that's a kitchen. Wow. Okay. Is it pizza? No, it's not. What disappointment. A chef.
Hot enough for you?
I don't know. I'm not feeling anything.
It only gets ugly around here when the corporates stir up trouble.
I got you. Trash. Trash. A lot of trash here. Oh, sorry. I didn't want to do that, but I healed up accidentally. Okay. Let's close the door because I'm planning to do something illegal. I've heard about it, haven't seen any glimpse. Should be something close to the Fallout series. Yeah, it's like a mixture of Fallout, Deus Ex, Oblivion, and Gothic, in my opinion. So it's more colorful than Fallout or Deus Ex. Ooh. Can I not open it? Because I only have 50 at lockpicking. Yeah, this game is a charm. But look at Parvati.
Yeah, huh?
She is also a charm, but she doesn't want to talk now, so I cannot show you how she converses, but she's really supportive as a companion. Now, Rest and Go is a hotel. Medical Bay is a hospital. Well, let's go to the hospital. What's that? Is it a... who are you?
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
What's the benefit of modifying any weapons? Oh, Carolina's the Green. Interesting. Do they mop the floor late in the evening when visitors are still there? Oh, that's a blow below the belt. Man, you know where to hit. You do know where to hit. Okay, let's inspect. I don't think they mop floors. I wish the news presenter could shut up. So, so a little context here. Carolinos refers to that awful habit of restaurant cleaners. Well, restaurant, I mean places that call themselves restaurants. People are still sitting, well, I am still sitting and eating, and let's say it's 11 o'clock p.m. and the restaurant is supposed to close at 1 a.m. at night. What they do, they start cleaning the restaurant. So you're eating and they are mopping the floor, they're like cleaning the tables, and suddenly all the charm of going to a restaurant disappears because you feel like you're in some cheap diner and literally no one gives a fuck about your well-being and psychological comfort, and so it's so ridiculous. I hate when it happens. It's I mean, I'm not a finicky customer. I'm very, very friendly to personnel. I even left tips to a waitress who basically spoiled my birthday in a restaurant. Oh my god, that's a horrible scene we observe here. So, oh my god, yeah, I'm not finicky at all, but I just think there are limitations. Like there is some protocol you have to follow if you're a restaurant. Better for them, yeah. So, I wanted to... What's this? Okay, what's this place? Ah, that's the hotel, right? Yeah. I wanted to go to the hospital.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
I don't know yet.
See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Kirill wrote something on YouTube. I think I've been to places like this. Kills the mood instantly. Yeah. It's exactly so. And I know restaurants where that doesn't happen. I mean, they do clean tables. Like, they, of course, clean after a customer leaves. And that's appropriate. That's something you would expect them to do. But when it's like... when the whole stuff all together start cleaning and washing the floor and kind of indicate to you that you're late all those 2 hours until the restaurant closes, it really, well, it's a complete wet blanket. Like, it's just horrible. Yeah. So, so you don't even like her, but you're checking on this Jessie.
You say that like it's weird.
I know. Not yet. So why you bother?
Like I said, Jessie did me a favor, and now I owe her one. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Maybe I can look in on Jessie?
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
The question is, why does she think I'll be allowed into the premises, and why is she not? So maybe you, Dr. Mufuru, can clarify that for me?
What seems to be the problem?
I don't have a problem. Can I buy supplies from you, for example?
Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Quite a hat mask you got on your character, that moon-like thing. Surround. Yeah.
Take care.
It's this thing is from this guy.
You should give our latest product a try. Ollie toxi-free. Now with activated charcoal. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's Choice.
So Spacer's Choice is this company that makes kind of low quality products, and instead they put their bet on aggressive marketing. So every their worker, and we saw a lot of them on the previous planet where we were. Currently we're on a spaceship, but we were on a planet. So they all like tell how great it is, and so I think it's a strange mixture of this completely autocratic, even totalitarian system of manufacturing, where all workers are absolutely brainwashed to believe that their product is the best, the company is the best, and so it's like the Soviet Union edition too. But at the same time, it's like it's ridiculing the scenes of capitalism as well, like that everyone is trying to sell you something through some slogans, through some mottos, through some like cheesy cheesy phrases, and whatever you say, you get recommended some other useless stuff. Yeah, kind of Burger King's paper crown. Actually, I think I get what you mean, but only so, because I think I haven't been to Burger King, maybe once, and it was in St. Pete's, and I'm not sure what the crown is about. But if it is something about aggressive marketing and trying to literally get into each hole of your customer's attention, then it's that, yes. So back to hospital.
Something I can...
I'd like to see Jessie Doyle.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
The records say, have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
That's what I'm implying.
Take care.
I'm going to bash your door and... well, I want to say that the hospital looks really gruesome. Like, look at this. And... hey, easy, easy.
Looking sharp.
Easy. Yeah. So I should next time I should enter more slowly. Anyway, I think I have to get into this doc's computer. Messages. To Captain Irion, subject, where are my automechs? I need a status update. Irion, I know you boasted about the Scylla shortcut, but could you maybe venture through a pocket of space that isn't infested with pirates? You know, pirates. The ones who love cargo and hate rules. Here in Mad Bay, we've got blunt tools, watered down meds, long shifts, and shaky hands. Don't let me down. So is it like is he suggesting that his friend or acquaintance or whoever on his or her mission pays a visit to pirates to collect some loot and bring it to the hospital? Is it that? And why is it called Where Are My Automechs? Interesting. Okay, logs. Staff shortage. Groundbreaking Mad Bay Terminal. I'm at my wit's end coordinating with any authority outside of Groundbreaker. The board won't dispatch a surgeon unless Jinlei agrees to share a third of all docking revenue. And Space's Choice won't send supplies unless we make an exclusive deal to use their products. Forget about Space's Choice, they're garbage. No thank you, I've seen enough shoddy needles breaking off in patients' arms. Yeah, exactly, that's the point. Space's Choice is garbage. I need to chat with Junlei about this, but she has problems of her own. Some of us are growing concerned about the cost of Groundbreaker's independence. Well, you have to have something to trade. Parvati, what are you doing? Why are you walking on your own? It's I trying to scare as many people as possible.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain?
Not.
If you're here to
no.
better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion.
Oh, it's Irion.
I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
So it was her message. So who is Irion?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
And what do you need mechanicals for?
Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Why is that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Scylla and Charybda. Scylla and Charybda. It's so hard to have spent a life with certain names, mythology, philosophers, writers, and then eventually you meet them all in English, and I'm again shocked to see somebody smoking on a spaceship inside a hospital. Wow. I wish to have that nerve. Yeah, moving on. So it's just like Scylla is logical, but then you think maybe it's Scylla, and well, I wish I could remember all those pronunciation patterns, because I think pronunciation is not my strongest. side. But it's hard to judge myself from inside, from like my own perspective. Anyway, Kirill wrote, shaky hands at a mad bay might be a bit of a risk. Yeah, totally so. By the way, I finished a wonderful book, autobiography called Do No Harm by Henry Marsh, a neurosurgeon who is an English neurosurgeon, and he wrote this book at the end of his career. So in his book, it's a series of chapters in which he tells about his experience and some anecdotes and sad stories, and his trip to Ukraine, where he tried to establish kind of like connections and also help surgeons from Ukraine travel to the UK and study there, or at least have some cooperation. And so it's an incredible. It was a really an incredible read. A lot of insights for me, and I totally recommend. It was an audiobook. Yeah. It's a nice one. I was recommended it by one of my students, a doctor himself, and yeah, I think I just was quite binge listening to that last week, and one of the best things I've heard this year. Yeah, so if you have time and interest towards medicine, I think it's pretty much a nice shot to try. Examine patient's medical chart. Patient experiences unusual side effects post-hibernation after his latest voyage. Complaints of longer days and increased boredom, as if time itself is slowing down. I've never seen complications this severe, and I'm prescribing a high dosage of stims. While I'm optimistic that I can address the symptoms, the cause still troubles me. I'm going to try reaching out to conveyor crews and some corp docs I know on Terra 2 for answers. Update. I've learned that interstellar crews call the condition skip flu, and everyone I asked says they know someone who knows someone who had it. In extreme cases, they say the person's body and mind break down entirely. Board medics, the few who bothered to reply, insisted the patient was making it up and shirked their duties. I don't believe my patient is malingering, but how do I prove that when the board won't even review my evidence? Look what I can do. Dr. Vander Dorset, level 10, armor 4, has a lifetime subscription to Dissident Hunter. Ooh. Ellie, Sawbone, space pirate and source of questionable advice. She can fill you full of holes and patch you up again. She's like sturdy, a lot of hit points. And Dr. Mfuro, recommended for early retirement. Oh, that's such an insult. Recommended for early retirement. Maybe it's about his health condition, but maybe it's about his competence. Another message. Haven't read for a while now. For some reason I stopped having fun with it. Tend to lean towards computer games these days. Well, I totally get you. Have been doing the same. Maybe had been doing the same before, maybe 3 years ago, when I discovered, or rather forced, audiobooks onto myself. Literally, well, not 3 years ago actually. 4, almost 4 years ago. Yeah, I just thought that I want to come back to reading because I had begun to miss it, and I had felt that there was some gap in my life experience, but that is connected to the fact that when I was a child and a teenager, my world discovery was of 2 parts: reading and playing games. So, and I think I want to keep balance of the two. And yeah, with audiobooks, I just got this necessary mobility that I lacked with paper books, because I couldn't walk with paper books. Obviously, I couldn't clean my flat. I couldn't do something in parallel. With audiobooks, it's much better. I just go on long strolls, and that way I can listen to podcasts, I can listen to stuff I wanted, and that makes me feel much better. Well, not to mention listening skills improvement, not to mention vocabulary enhancement, but games I have been missing too as well. It's just that now I cannot really play outside streams. I mean, it somehow feels empty. Like when all this crisis started, and I thought I couldn't stream during that time. So all the previous week I was trying to play by myself, and it was so different and boring. Not boring, but it's just like it lacked something very important. And I prohibited myself to play the Outer Worlds and Divinity the Second, which I do want to play greatly, but on streams so that I can share it with you guys. And yeah, actually I'm happy about this conversion because that didn't used to be so. Let me read the messages. My last reading was listening to all the Harry Potter series. Yeah, that's that makes sense. Bought a Kindle half year ago. Haven't read a single book on it. Well, I think I have a trick for you. If you asked me, which so I will dare say this. Read out loud. It's something I did last year, and I managed to finish Nietzsche, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, and there was a book by Terry Pratchett, yeah, and a small story by Tolstoy. So the thing was that I read in Russian and in English because I wanted to practice my articulation in both languages, especially in Russian because it had decayed. And so the count was 0 paper books completed last year, which I read to myself. I think I can say 2 books completed last year, which I read out loud, and around 20, maybe 30 audiobooks that I obviously listened to. So, like, if you read out loud, I think it is considered to be more rich in meaning, like you practice your articulation and you learn. And so if you're like this highly optimized freak like me, who always wants to get maximum out of this moment, well, then it tricks your brain into like, we're not just reading, we're also improving our speaking skills, we're improving our facial muscles and stuff. So it's it worked for me. Maybe it will work for you. Just beat Divinity 2 yesterday. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's hear that trick, Andy. Oh, okay, so there is a small delay, and I think I've already told the trick. Yeah, Divinity the Second. I want to play it, and I actually wanted to play it today, but there is a problem, which is I used to play it with my ex-girlfriend. We got to Act 3, and as we broke up a month ago, Divinity the Second has a clear emotional connection, so I'm still slightly struggling to bring that onto streams because I don't want to feel sad. But I mean, if I get immersed into the process, I think I'll be fine. But you know, with streaming, it's just that you have to literally sit and force yourself to stream and start. So it's this first effort that counts and makes the situation difficult. So yeah. But I really want to play Divinity. I just have so many memories about that. You understand? Like we had maybe 70 hours together, so it was a long story. Anyway, let's play some game. Stick Bay Nurse. Oh, sorry.
Now where'd that
sick bay nurse, of course. Who else can I talk to? Any person? What's that? Sick or dead? He'll be fine. Don't worry. So we are to find the person who I think I came from there, right? Yeah. Quarantine. Yeah.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Well, of course, especially now in the pandemic. Empty. Somebody there. I can just loot around, but I don't want to. Let's save the game just in case. This doesn't open. Strange. And this one, have to lockpick. And this one is...
For the last ratted on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me?
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Open the door before I kick it down.
Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
So what did you do to get into trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yet you think the board had someone follow you and now you're hiding out?
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
And what does that have to do with the board?
Udom was my buyer for when I'd acquired the diamond. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
That's like a wonderful system. She owes you, you will owe me, you also owe Udom. Don't you take too much onto yourself? Like, can you keep up to your responsibilities already? But, fine. What can I expect from you? I'll talk to Udom for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal.
I'm not your pal.
Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Yes, that's more correct. I'm not your pal, I'm just a person who is passing by. Yeah. Donation alerts anyway here. Donation? Man, I haven't heard this word ever on YouTube, and well, for a long time, haven't heard it on where on Good Game, but and okay, so I have no idea how this works here. Yeah. Carlinus writes on Twitch. Oh, since we discussed books, interesting fact. First time since what? Sorry. Interesting fact. First time for a great period of time I have some kind of renaissance of interest to the fantasy genre. Apparently needs some escaping of reality in a way. Haha. By the way, man, speaking of books, continuing the topic, I downloaded Bertrand Russell, and I've been listening to 2 of his books. I've been listening to, just a second, Religion and Science. That's the first one, and the second one is the problems. What? Shut up. The second one is Bertrand Russell, The Problems with Philosophy. So I tried the Problems with Philosophy, and well, that was kind of a nice mental exercise. I listened, I think, to maybe 30 or 60 minutes. A nice mental exercise, a lot of nice vocabulary, which is like high level threshold. But I wasn't really hooked. And then I switched to Religion and Science. And there he is trying to tell the history of how the relationship between religion and science was developing, as far as I understand. But again, the dynamics of the read is not something I had expected, I guess. But maybe I am comparing to modern literature about business, about psychology, which is a bad idea to do, I guess, because it's not modern literature, it's classical philosophy, as far as I understand. So my question is, how do I approach Bertrand Russell? Like, what I have to expect, what I have to tell myself? Maybe a specific book you can recommend. Maybe you can recommend somebody who analyzes Mr. Russell and not read him, his own works, because, well, I really appreciate and value your recommendation here, and I do want to understand what you find there so interesting. And if it is something too complicated to answer about on the stream, maybe you can just drop me a message later on Telegram. But if you can do that now, let's figure that out all together. Back to YouTube. Kirill, what was that question about donations? How can I help you there with those donations? I'm checking if I have missed any messages, but I think no. Let's just proceed.
You're sure no one followed you? Is it all clear, or am I still a wanted woman?
You're very, very wanted. Because, as you said, this guy, what's his name? No, not Uther. Udom is really holding his grudge against you. Why does Ellie think she owes you?
Oh, you should ask her that. She'll love it. By which I mean she'll probably have an apoplectic fit.
Ellie was pretty emphatic that you two aren't friends. What's going on here?
Oh, that's just how Ellie is. According to her, she don't need no one or anything to get by in life. She can deny it all she wants, but we know each other. More than just as passing acquaintances. We've helped each other. Sometimes we even like each other. Lone pirates don't live too long, and it ain't weak to have a friend or two.
It best stay low for a while longer. Okay, next place I have to visit is I actually have to refill my charge of my camouflage. Mm-hmm. Maybe I shouldn't be running. What's this place? Why did I even need to break into this place? It has nothing. Okay, so let's just leave. Ellie, have something to tell you. But for that, you can hook up the Nation Alerts link to any of your Steam streams IRC. Thus people will be able to donate from multiple platforms. There is a separate feature on YouTube as well, but I don't know much about it. So donation alerts will pop up if somebody donates, right? So it's I don't know how it works on YouTube, and I know how it works on Good Game, but I know that on Good Game I'm the only person who is watching now because I have it on my phone just to check if there is somebody on the chat, but there isn't anyone. So on Good Game it's pretty straightforward. On Twitch I have subscriptions. I think there are 2 subscriptions which are paid now, but that's all. I don't know how to set up donations there yet. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, it's just that I wasn't... How to say that? Yeah, maybe it's time to set it up. Maybe you're right. And simultaneously, the problem is that Restream.io went down for Russia. I wanted to stream with it today, but just check it out, Restream.io, and you will see the message that Russia is not welcome to this platform, obviously, because the platform is Ukrainian/American. So I'm streaming through Good Game now, and that's a complication. And yeah, Twitch, you know, has banned any transactions with your wallet. So I'll need to discuss that outside the stream, I think. I tried the Twitch stream on my phone just now and I haven't noticed any buttons. Yeah, I think there are no buttons to donate directly because I haven't connected any payment method to my Twitch account, because I don't have a PayPal account anymore because they really have shitty service in Russia, and I just closed my account with PayPal, and I haven't linked any card or bank account to Twitch. And so what is happening, I'm just like, the money from subscriptions is slowly accumulating on my Twitch account, very slowly, and that's all. And well, maybe if maybe a desktop version would work. I don't know. If it is about donations, I usually tell people just subscribe on Twitch because it's recurrent kind of and stuff. But yeah, I actually love how it's done on Good Game because it's so simple and it's so like user-friendly and streamer-friendly. Unfortunately, Good Game, fortunately and unfortunately, sorry Micah if you are listening to this, but I think you're streaming now, so fortunately and unfortunately, Good Game is a Russian platform for Russian viewers, and I don't think people are really interested in listening to anyone speaking in English there. Yeah. Ellie.
Any word on Jessie?
Yeah. She sent that to the board and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle it. But before that, remind me what happened between you two. Oh,
Good
sorry.
luck. The
board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Press the wrong button.
I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but...
Shit. Clicking too fast.
Anywhere...
Yeah, the second option.
Let's just say she did me a favor, and now I owe her.
Details.
So, did you find her, or what?
I need details, but you don't want to tell me. Okay. Choice yours. Choice
Something
is
I can help you with?
yours.
Take care.
Oh, I wanted to comment on that. So this here, Mr. Dr. Amfuro complained about how little medication there is in this on this spaceship and in general in the world, and that I don't understand, because medication is literally everywhere. I find this adreno scattered around in useless boxes, in trash bins, with marauders' corpses, and in some hidden stash, and it's in. Well, let me actually check. Let's run to the shops. Where are they? Yeah, here. Adreno. Adreno. So you see what I'm talking about? It's like medication is literally everywhere, and they are complaining that they have none. And that kind of... what's that? Devaluates the whole story, because... who's that? Not that. So, for example, in this War of Mine, this masterpiece about survival in war, they actually created a shortage of everything. And you believe that because you had to win each piece of your inventory, loot, medication, food, crafting supplies with labor. Like you had to scavenge, you had to carefully plan your night stalking, scavenging. And so when you came across a can of food and pills and bandages, so you could, for example, carry maximum 4 items in one slot, and then you would find 2 or 1 in one map, and you always had this very, very difficult, complex dilemma, like, do I take 4 pieces of crafting materials, or do I take this one medication, because it's medication, and you really suffered, like, well, what if next day some children come and need some pills for their dying mother, or bandages for their dying mother, or if one of my companions falls ill, what will I do? So you actually had to try hard. Here they tried to convince me that medication is short, but it's false. Like it's not. So it's a minor but noticeable failure with game's execution. This War of Mine is a masterpiece indeed. Yeah, it is. Totally is. Actually, I haven't finished the 3 extra scenarios that they created because I played this War of Mine as a like survival adventure, just a survival strategy game, kind of The Sims, but survival Sims. And they wanted to make an action game out of that, which was kind of, well, it was inducing too much anxiety onto me, so I couldn't. Maybe I should come back to that, and I sometimes think of playing this War of Mine on the stream, but I have a suspicion that 11-bit studios will ban their games for Russia, even though I have even a keyring from the studios. Well, that doesn't protect me from a ban, right? Carolinos the Green writes on Twitch, I think it may be a good idea to start Russell with the book My Philosophical Development. It gives a broad summary of his philosophical beliefs. For me personally, the most valuable work is Introduction to Mathematical Philosophy, as some kind of prologue to my beloved Wittgenstein. So, my philosophical development sounds like an autobiography. Am I right? Because if it is autobiography, it has to be less sophisticated, less formal maybe, and I would really welcome that, because I think to listen to some hardcore philosophy is actually, well, I can deal with that, but it's not exactly what I seek, to be honest. Waste disposal. I can dispose myself here, and I can hack something. Whoa. Some Deus Ex shit happening again. What the... What do you want?
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's impressive.
Thank you, Pravati. You're very, very kind. So, what am I doing here? Ah, fighting somebody. But who?
Incoming!
What? You crazy beasts. I don't want to do that to you. You are witnesses that I didn't want to kill those creatures, but I had to in self-defense. So what am I doing here? Why did I have to kill those? There is your drink, ma'am, if you want anything else. What? It's in the bar. Okay. Conversations in the bar. And I'm going to where? Some stash. Oh, heavy machine gun. I can steal supplies, but I don't want to, as you know. Okay, let's pick the lock.
Nicely done. Hey, how'd you get back there?
You don't know a lot about me.
Ooh, someone has got to talk with Chief Tennyson about the thermostat around here. Whew, ain't gonna be me. So, you buying?
What's the benefit of modifying my weapons?
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
Yeah.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
Okay, the conversation is probably not going to be useful, but still, let's inspect the options. How do I attach a modification?
Only takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering know-how. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. You could take your new toys over there if you feel like tinkering.
If I change my mind, can I take a mod off or replace it?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Where can I find modifications?
Right here for a start. I got a fair selection. Modified weapons are my specialty.
Does modifying weapon void the warranty?
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list.
Okay, thanks. That's all I need to know.
So, what can I get you?
Second, Carlos writes on Twitch. Yeah, but it's like necessary preparation, but if you don't need it, then I think Introduction to Mathematical Philosophy would be that exact hardcore you need. I don't need hardcore. I need something soft. Actually, some kind of... I want to feel the vibe of Bertrand Russell. That is, like, I want to understand what he is, how he thought, and remotely from dry philosophic talk, let's say, like as if he was on a podcast. Let's see what she sells. And she sells pretty much nothing important. What can I sell? I can sell some garbage, like some food, light machine gun. Where did I get it? Tremor cleaver, Space's jaw. Yeah, some rubbish. Tactical shotgun. Now, I think I looted it. Okay. Whoa, there was some animation. Cool. Let's go back to the tunnels. Then we go back to the first point, or maybe skip that guy at all. I don't want to skip him because well, I want to try. I want to try, maybe I'll find something really valuable for myself. And yeah, I also want to understand what you appreciate there. Ooh!
How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch, okay?
Really? Whoa. 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 That's... Oh, can I commit a suicide here? No? Parvati, you changed your mind. Nice. Oh! No, that's impossible. Range. Frozen dinner. Rest and go keycard. And the keycard gives me a chance to... Ah, that's a key card. That's not a cartridge. Not an ID cartridge. Okay. By the way, I have told that already, but look, there is Amogus here. It's Amogus. It's terrible. I see it everywhere. Careful not to miss any piece of loot. Oh, can you share your thoughts on Cyberpunk 20-something? Writes Kirill on YouTube. And so I was about to buy it. There was a discount, half price, 1,000 rubles. And what stopped me was the fact that I haven't finished the outer space. Sorry, the outer worlds. Haven't finished Deus Ex Mankind Divided. And that's a lot of hours of gameplay. And I'm trying to follow the rule. Play the games you have bought. Not, like, I shouldn't expand my Steam library endlessly. Just because there are discounts there. So I didn't buy it. Now, even if I wanted to buy it, I wouldn't, because it's prohibited. What are they called? CD Projekt Red denies Russian citizens any service connected to purchasing their games, so you cannot buy Witcher. Probably know that. So Witcher I do have, all the Witchers, even though I haven't played the second and the third. So that's another bunch of games to complete, and we all know that Witcher the third is endless. So yeah, at the same time, what I saw, I'm becoming more and more interested in cyberpunk and sci-fi genre in general, so I think you might expect me to play it at some point, but I only have seen meme videos with T-posing, with other glitches, and I was laughing my ass off that. But I guess with patch 1.5 that they have released now, it's playable. And yeah, so I guess very soon, no, not very soon, relatively soon, I'm gonna play it. Have you tried it? Or have you seen any streams, maybe? Crumpled instructions. Frankie got a lead on some local salvage. One of Groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around the stevedore's quarters. Lilia gave us the go-ahead to plant her flag once we clear out the new arrivals. I'm sending you to scout. Look for a loose panel. You got to climb on top of the bunks and head toward the back wall. Lilia says we should watch our backs. She thinks we are being tailed. In other words, typical Lilia. There is something happening here between factions. Was he dropped from some top floor? Or was he killed here? And why is his head missing? I don't see any monsters. Another ladder. Which leads me to what? Where am I? What's this place? Whoa. Whoa. Why am I burning? Whoa. People, you're living there having no idea what just happened. Manti-pillars on a spaceship. Dead bodies. Dead engineers. It's crazy. There was some noise coming out.
If you can hear me, please hurry. The toilets overflowed on me at least twice.
Poor lad.
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
Wow. Oh, man. What happened?
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
Happened.
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me.
And how long were you in there? Speaking of empathy, sometimes I'm really alarmed about how much empathy I sometimes experience, because that's an uncomfortable thing to say. So if you don't want to hear something cringy, close your ears in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can literally smell some, well, human feces. Well, just feces. I don't know. Like it comes as an apparition of this smell, because he talks about that, and my brain responds, which is not something I want to happen. I don't want that to be triggered right now, but yeah, and there is no problem in my flat about that. Okay, so it's just really empathy. Very strange. So how long were you in there?
Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
I think you will manage to explain your position. 2 messages popped up both on Twitch and YouTube. Let's begin with Twitch. In my philosophical development, he writes about his way and explains how ideas change during his life and touch some other methods and philosophers. Gives a pretty broad view to logical philosophy and not only logical, I believe. Yeah, it's something that reminds me of Carl Jung and how he was talking about his philosophical path, psychological path. So yeah, that makes sense. I'll try to find that audiobook. Thank you, thank you. Now to Kirill. I bought Cyberpunk at a bargain price of 360 rubles on EGS at Christmas. Haven't played it yet. Was busy with Divinity 2 and replaying some other games from the distant past. 360 rubles. 360 rubles EGS. Really? So Steam looks like a, you know, like some kind of high overpriced stuff now, because the minimum price I saw on Steam with Cyberpunk was 999 rubles, no less, like no less. Wow. Well, it was my principle not to buy anything on EGS. I haven't even seen how it looks, the platform. Well, speaking of overpriced stuff, I bought The Sinking City in the summer, last summer, for 5,500 rubles, because I bought it on Origin store. It's EA, you know their policy. And I bought all the DLCs, I bought all the expansions packs, everything. And also I bought the game on Steam, just because it was super cheap there. Didn't buy DLCs, because I thought, well, Andy, you have to stop buying this game. Like, it's enough. It's not Skyrim. It's not Todd Howard who forces you to buy the same game all the time. Although, I'm not really that keen on joking about Skyrim, to be honest. Still prefer to buy my games on Steam. Well, Steam, as far as I understood from commentaries, holy war about these two platforms, Steam has achievements and this kind of ecosystem, while EGS is just a shop with nothing else. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that's what I learned. I did you a favor. What are you going to do for me? That's cringy. Just good luck out there. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That was a real harsh spin. Violent spin.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Totally so, totally. So why did I do that? And so, okay, I understand he was trapped here. Like, what do you have to think? What do you have to imagine? Or what kind of madness has to befall you to start making such paintings in the toilet where you have been locked for some time? Like, why? He says the toilet has been overflown. So what happens is usually there is a stinky puddle that evenly or somehow evenly covers, somewhat evenly covers the floor. I don't see any puddle. What I do see is some kind of green elephant shit. Green elephant is a reference to one really niche, gross, cringy art house movie made by a Russian director in the 90s, and so there was a character who did exactly that, and he was a, well, I think you got my point. Like, he definitely didn't tell us everything about his spare time in this toilet. Like, apparently he was playing with shit, literally playing. Beautiful light here. So, there were monsters. Why were there monsters? What the hell is happening here? Bar door. Okay. What's this place? If I fall, it's fine. No need to shout like that. Okay, that's again theft. Don't want to steal anything. And whoa, that's the bar. I see. Okay. I don't want to steal, as I said, so I'll load the game. And that's not the only reason. I also want to get experience for hacking this door when I level up. And I will level up at some point. So let's climb back. Some strange places I'm finding myself in. Well, I should check this balcony. I'm quite sure there has to be something interesting here. It's strange, but I cannot see anything. But I was sure there has to be something. Some secret storage, some kind of a poster, or maybe something. A bottle of vodka again. It's enough to make me happy in all possible senses. So can I jump there? Oh, whoa! Parvati, don't repeat. Don't repeat. You will die. Because I will die if I jump down. Yeah, I survived. Cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maintenance work order. Vera says the Lost Hope's plumbing is acting up again. Take a gander at the usual spot. While you're there, someone locked their key behind the door. It's the locked one. Once you're ready for a challenge, come back and we'll discuss the radiators for the 100th time. The key behind the door. So that was about the guy. This guy has no leg. I don't want to miss anything, so maybe there is something in this toilet that I haven't. I'm sorry for coming back to this shitty place. I really am, but I just cannot believe that I came here to shoot 3 freaking what are those? Well, monsters, let it be. 3 monsters and rescue a shit lover. Like, that's all? Oh, okay. MacPix. That's better. Not much, but kind of better. What else? That's where I came from, right? Yes. And oh. Now that looks like something interesting. Yes, yeah, okay. Okay, and finally, something. Plasma cutter, gyrosight, reactive kinematic shield projector. Whoa, that's a nice modification. What else can I find here? Oh, no, don't fall, please. I cannot walk on this balcony. Okay, Parvati, let's go back. Let's go back. And now it's the end of this adventure, I guess. Erlen said, I'd rather be quiet and refrain from sighting. I see. I think I... Wait a second. This long A, is it about the green elephant in the toilet? And Illusion, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, man. I'm back to streaming, even though today it's much more complicated because Restream.io went out of service for Russia. Still, I'm glad to be back. Right, what next? Halcyon. Oh, what
Go
is...
back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
Whoa.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junling's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back. I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you... You waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
Those people there are really, really brave. To assault two people with rifles like that. Oh.
Have you seen this man?
Oh?
Report offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
I have seen this man.
Have you seen this man?
I have, totally have. Oh, a robot.
Artie greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Aren't you just a glorified vending machine?
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
Let me take a look at that. Maybe I can fix it.
Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Yeah, let's see what you've got.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Matches? No. Those are pipe patches. All the world wants me to smoke again. But interestingly... What? Ah, I see. I found the promenade. So, all the world wants me to smoke, but I don't want to... I don't want to, strangely. Even though I have a nice tobacco shop next to my place here. With exactly something I like. So... we got a level up. Let's distribute our skill points. Level 10 it is, and I'm really greedy with the skill points we have here. What do I want to have? I guess 5 options into dialogue. Nah, maybe tech. Okay, 5 options into dialogue. And 5 points into tech. Yep. Accept. Wait a second. Hate it. Yes. Apply, please. Thank you. Now, perks. I can choose 1 perk, and I remember, yeah. I think I want to... Bonus to dialogue skills when you have no companions in your party. That's where I got screwed last time. I picked it without reading the second part of the phrase. So you have a way of convincing vendors pay you more bits than they should. Range of interactable objects. Carrying capacity. Consumable weight. Bonus to extra headshot. Movement speed. Health restored per kill. Cooldown. Science weapon damage restored per kill. Ability. Reset. Movement penalty to accuracy. I think I want to be aware of stuff around me even more. Just not to miss a single thing. By the way. Hey, why can't I get inside? The hell? What? Calm down. Okay.
You're fast.
That's how we do it. What? Whoa. Really? What the hell is happening on this spaceship? Hey, you.
All organic ingestion materials are served at an excessive temperature. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Wait a second. There is a message from Kirill. There's some funny character lines writing. I mean, the robot. Yeah. Robots are really sweet here. And they talk like they're supposed to talk. But I'm really horrified about this body. Like, what the hell is happening? Like, why do I find a headless body, and then 2 bodies killed by some monsters, one with a missing leg, a psycho in a toilet filled with shit, and this now? Like, what is going on? Who are you? Onticleo Food Service Automechanical Repair Manual. Maintenance and Repair, ACSR F900. Warning. Please follow all recommended safety protocols before maintaining or cleaning your unit. The ACR F900 is equipped with anti-tampering subsystems which trigger a self-defense mechanism in the food preparation apparatus. Self-defense precedes any pacifistic function. Please also remember to deactivate and remove all slicing, dicing, blending, filleting, chopping, deboning, or tenderizing apparatus prior to opening any access panels. It's critical that a spray of blood obscures the rest of the manual. So, the robot here killed the guy there.
Some condiments are not for use with some meals. Napkins are not included. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
You know,